Oh, good morning guys, welcome back to the vlog. I am very hungover and I've just vomited a couple of minutes ago, but we're late to get to a supercar event in Southampton, so hop in the car and join us. Believe it or not, but it is snowing again in England. What's the date today?
17th of March.
17th of March, and it is snowing in England. It's not even that cold. It is cold, as we said earlier. It's 3.5, so it's not even freezing. But this is like heavy snow. But I don't think the temperature is going to drop enough for it to settle. But it is quite pleasant. It's quite. It would be if it was around Christmas time, but it just feels like it's snowing in summer, and it's a bit weird because it's quite heavy. Literally, I can't express how bad this hangover is. I know you guys don't care, but I only had like 7 pints, and I ate a lot before we went. But we've arrived. It was nice and close to home, 20-minute drive. We've heard a few loud cars go by already as we were parking up, so hopefully we will have a sight and to have a look around and see what they've got. It is pretty cold. As you can see, it is sort of snowing. In England, a little bit of a sleet we definitely call snowing. So yeah, it should be alright. But Beth's going to get cold and moan, I can already tell. Look. Really like the spec on this 350Z here. Now this has got a really nice blue colour to it. It's got Nismo wheels like with the GTR track pack, and I just think it's a really nice colour. It looks awesome, and let's get some glamour shots of it because I think it looks really cool. So a car I and a lot of other car guys have a lot of respect for is the whole Nissan GTR series, but this one is pretty special. This is the R34 GTR. Now these are rarest rocking horse shit over here. Most of them are imports and they're damn expensive. This thing's probably worth more than an R35 GTR, to be honest. In good nick, these could be worth up to about £80,000. So what a mental car. Obviously it's got the flat 6, it's got 2 turbochargers, and it is just renowned as the absolute weapon that is just GTR in itself, and it is the embodiment of just speed and ridiculousness. And there's videos online of people with GTRs, slightly tuned, smoking Lamborghinis for like a quarter of the price, and they're just such a legendary vehicle. And I believe over there in the States they're actually illegal in a lot of states, so you can't actually own one, but they are cool. If it isn't Hampshire photography,
right?
You want to feature in the video, bro?
Yeah, sure, mate.
I thought that was his car. I thought I recognised the plate. But yeah, no, I thought nice car. I do like it. I do like it. What have we got here? I haven't looked yet. I literally just arrived.
Yeah, there's a couple of good stuff actually. Gallardo just around there, which is supercharged.
Oh, so I'm getting excited. What else have we got?
M3, M2.
How many supercars have we got? How many supercars have we got?
GT3. Other than that, it's just a Gallardo.
Oh no, we can't come this way. Just look at a Gallardo. To be fair, supercharged Gallardo, that'll do. That makes for a good Sunday morning, Saturday morning, whatever it is. Oh, yeah, if you want to see some actual good content with good photography, actually look at his channel because he actually knows how to use a camera. But the height of everything here, I think, is probably the Gallardo behind me. So this is apparently a supercharged Gallardo. It's a Mark III because you can tell by the diffuser at the front. It's got a fair bit of carbon fibre on it, and it looks absolutely sick. I've got to get some glamour shots of this. That looks awesome. Let's have a look what else we got. So, Piece de la Resistance is the Gallardo. Obviously, I really like the old R34 GTR. I thought that was sick. You've got a lot of Beamers, like M3s, M4s. Porsches, I personally can't tell the difference between one another. Unless it's a GT3 RS or a 918 or a Carrera GT, I'm awful at spotting the difference between the Porsches. So, whatever these are, let me know in the comments. But without further ado, let's get some glamour shots and see what other awesome stuff we have around here, because there is a fair few cool cars around here actually. haven't got a zoomy out enough lens, but bloody hell, it's too cold to look at cars, especially when there's only one supercar there when you go to a supercar meetup. Actually, is the R34, was that a supercar?
That was cool.
Seeing that in movement was probably worth coming down for, because I think they're fucking sick, but I don't think they're worth the money anymore. And when you see them moving as well, they're so imposing on the road. I've got the worst headache, and it's so cold at the same time, I'm going to die.
Oh, we have to just go straight past them because they're all going to laugh. No one even looks. Oh, wow. Wow.
They're loving that stock TT life.
You're an embarrassment.
Beth, what was the best car there today? C2.
The Gallardo, obviously.
What was special about it? What was special about it though? This was special about that Gallardo.
I think you even said to me, but it just went more in one ear and out the other.
Said it twice.
You said it twice?
It was supercharged. How many cylinders has it got?
10.
Yes. She knows our cars, our Beth does. Now, as some of you viewers may know, I have got a list of cars that I've been thinking about getting in 2018. And obviously at the moment I'm unsure of what to get, but one of the cars I'm considering is the Ford Mustang. Now, near my house there is actually a big Ford dealership. I think it's a Hendy Ford, but there's loads and loads of cars here, and there's a fair few Mustangs on the forecourt. So I thought, while it's a little bit wet and not a lot else to do, why don't I pop in and make an inquiry about the Ford Mustang, see what they've got second hand, and see if there's anything exciting I can find that might be suitable for my next car in 2018. We're actually in a Mustang GT at the moment. They're really accommodating. Unfortunately, again, at the age of 21, I can't test drive it. So the only thing we could possibly do is I'll sit in the passenger seat while they drive it around a bit to sort of get a feel of how the car rides. But obviously that's not really optimal to find out whether or not I like the car. But they've given me the keys just to get in it, hop in and have a look at the interior. Now, a Mustang over here is quite expensive because number one, fuel is something you've got to consider, and these get like less than 20 miles per gallon because they're a 5-litre V8. So that's something to consider. Interior wise, I'll give you guys a little tour of that as well. It looks okay. I mean, it's got a fair bit too much plastic for my liking. It feels a little bit less premium than the TT, but its seats are very nice, they're very comfortable. And I actually quite like the aesthetic on this one because it's got a lovely green racing stripe, which I think looks awesome. But overall the interior is a lot better than anticipated. The leather's stitched nice, double stitched everywhere, and got sort of contrast stitching as opposed to, you know, stitching that's the same colour as the rest of it. But interior wise, quite nice. 5-litre V8, definitely a car I'm considering. So without further ado, let's go for some glamour shots and see what you guys think of the 5-litre Mustang GT. This one's 2016, so this one is 2 years old, same as my car. I was actually hoping to squeeze a few more videos in this weekend to do with cars, going to garages and stuff, but unfortunately, as you can tell by the sight behind me, it has been snowing heavily. Fortunately, it started to melt, so I'm going to try and make my way to Costa to have a coffee. Beth's gone home because her dad came to pick her up. It's just a bit of a state, so we're going to try and get the car out, and it's going to be pretty damn interesting, so wish me some luck. Well, the car started, so that's a start, but unfortunately we've still got to get it off the drive, which is going to be quite an interesting escapade, I can imagine. But what's the worst that can happen? We've got most of the snow off, so hopefully parking sensors and everything in check, we might be alright. Because there's not going to be anything else happening today with regards to cars, I thought I'd talk to you about something to do with the TT before we head off and end the vlog out. So that is why I never modified the TT, which is entirely for financial reasons. I thought I'd be better off saving my money for a faster car in a few years' time, or this year specifically, rather than spending money on modifications. Now, if I did have unlimited funds, which would be absolutely fantastic, but unfortunately that is not the case, I would have blacked out rims, I would have lowered it and slammed it to the ground and had it almost riding on the rubber. I would have had carbon fibre lip, carbon fibre diffuser. Now, a lot of you may not know what this is, but there is something called the Audi TT-RS Club Sport. Now, this is a very rare body kit. I think it was only developed by Audi for a few specific cars, but was never sold to customers. But it's basically like a wide body kit, and it looks absolutely epic. It makes it wider at the front and back, and sort of makes the bonnet go out past the rims and into the sides of the body. I'll try and put a picture of it up, but it looks absolutely sick. So I'd love to have had the Club Sport body kit, although I don't even believe you can purchase one. Although if I was a multi-millionaire, I'm sure you could convince Audi to build another one. So that's something I would have done as well. Obviously, I would have liked to have done the exhaust. Now, that was probably the primary thing I wanted to do with the car, was the Armatrix exhaust. But I didn't do that mainly because it's £6,000 and that's a hell of a lot of money. But in addition to that, it is a 4-cylinder. At the end of the day, I don't believe there are very many, if any, 4-cylinders that sound that good. So I ended up never doing the exhaust, even though I would have liked it, but it does sound pretty good with the stock exhaust anyway, compared with a lot of other 4-cylinder cars. So they're pretty much the only mods I would have done. What else would you guys do to it? I mean, obviously I'd have wrapped it a ridiculous colour, like, you know, chrome purple or something, but again, finances got in the way, and I thought saving up for a faster car would probably draw the interest of more viewers. What would you guys have done to the car? Hit me up in the comments below and let me know, so I can find out what your idea of the perfect Audi TT is, or would you have just saved up for a different car like I did? I think a lot of you probably have that opinion as well. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all of my latest content. If you hit the notification bell, you'll be emailed every time new content comes out, so you can stay up to date with the freshest Ed Croucher videos. I will see you guys very soon with more awesome content. Stay frosty.